You're good, man. Yeah, and I'd actually taken it to a bike store by my house to have it shipped.
Yeah.
So I mean, they packaged it up using all like bicycle packaging materials and everything.
See you later, alrighty. Yeah, it's all bubble wrapped and everything.
I think he probably just used all the original packing materials.
Wheels on it. I just used it. Probably not where it's supposed to be.
Sorry.
Now you guys always do like a 25-point inspection, right? And then I think he was saying that he felt the bottom bracket might have needed to be, the cup needed to be redone or retrued. Because I'd had it in here for the bottom bracket to be replaced, you know?
Yeah. So
And I figured, and at that time, if it was out of true or they couldn't fix it, they would have said, hey, you know, yeah, and that never happened. So, and I mean, I trust you guys. You're a Trek store. At least he wrapped it good.
They wrapped it up really good, actually.
Yeah, this was all the original packing, I think. Yeah, I mean, this is a 2011 6.9 SSL. Knew this bike was almost $9,000,
Yeah.
and then those wheels probably another $1,500.
Easily, yeah. Reynolds is a very, very, very
So
good brand.
I sold it for only $2,600 because it's a 2011. Charged them $125 for shipping, and that was with the recent tune-up here. You know, new bar tape, etc.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's a really good deal. I mean, would you say the bike's probably in good condition? I mean, I use bicyclebluebook.com, you know, and I use their description of what the values would be. So, I mean, it's not in excellent or like new, but I would say that it's in good condition. And like good condition allows for, you know, like paint chips and like minor mechanical repairs and things like that, you know?
I'd say it's a little bit better than good. Really good.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, honestly, he gave me the real reason right away. Like after he bought it, he was like, I didn't have permission from my girlfriend and I got in
The whole
trouble.
thing just sounds like buyer's remorse, to be honest.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, now I'm out $300 in shipping. Like, I'm glad to take the bike back because it's a great bike and I'll
He
sell
should
it.
dispute the shipping, though, and he should pay it.
Yeah.
Because somebody, you know, and
I had to pay $300 for him to take a look at it.
we always say it, And we joke about it here. It's like improper planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine.
Yeah.
So just because he didn't think things through and got yelled at, that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you should have to pay for his mistakes. So.
No.
Common courtesy, yeah, okay, we'll take the bike back, but he should be paying for the shipping, not you.
And originally, you know, his complaints were that the bike looked like it had been wrecked or that it had been rented. I'm like, nobody rents a 6.9 SSL Madone, and it hasn't been wrecked. It's barely been raced, you know.
One thing I learned after 6 years in the Marine Corps,
Yeah.
90% of people are very, very quick to point the finger and too afraid to just take responsibility for their actions.
Yeah.
And everybody loves to point the blame on someone rather than just say, hey, I made a mistake, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I should have just never shipped it to him, I guess, you know. But he was a seasoned eBay user. You know, he buys and sells bikes on there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he has a no refund policy on his bikes, and I had a no refund policy on this, you know.
And you still took it back.
And he bought it, well, I had to. He filed a high claims eBay dispute, and he won the dispute based on the work order that he got from City Cycle in Nevada, California, saying that they needed to replace the chain.
That's because he's got a buddy in Nevada, California.
Well, there was nothing on the work order that goes beyond what a bike in good condition would need, like a basic tune-up and repairs. He said that the wheels weren't true and the fairings, that the spokes were touching the fairings and stuff like that.
Chain doesn't need to be replaced.
And, you know, I had just had it in here for roughly, you know, I don't know, $300+ in work and new components and stuff, so. Yeah, I mean, he would take like a picture of this chip and upload it on the eBay dispute site. I'm like, that's normal.
Would be
That's-
covered under goods.
Yeah, and that's from road debris, from a racing bike going 20, 30 miles an hour down the road. He said that the derailleur needed to be replaced, the rear derailleur.
Chain does not need to be replaced. Chain is perfectly fine.
I guess if anything, you know, like at some point I was almost starting to question it. I'm like, am I a bad guy? Like, was I trying to sell this guy like a crap bike? But, you know, the guy that even sold this bike to me, like, he still returns my calls and texts, you know? Like, so I know he sold it to me in good order, and I was just trying to do the same thing.
Honestly, the guy's a freaking idiot because if he knew any better and he really did have a complaint about the bike frame, he should have known that he could have taken all of the dirt ace parts off and sold them for $1,600 alone. The Reynolds wheels he could have sold, so he could have made money off of it.
That's what I told him. I said you could easily turn around and sell this bike for like $4,700.
If
You
he
know,
pieced it all out separately, he'd make
Probably-
money off it.
yeah.
He had buyer's remorse, and then that's what happens. There's nothing wrong with the bike.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with buyer's remorse, but I shouldn't have to pay for his shipping.
No, not at all.
And so right now I'm out $300 in shipping. And actually I really like the bike. It's just too aggressive and small for me. I'm not ready to ride on the H1. And I probably, like you said, I probably need it. That's a 52.
I'd put you on 54, 56.
That's what I was thinking, like at least a
Probably
54.
56. I mean, if you're at 5'8", you can get away with You can get or you're 5'10", you said?
Yeah.
You can get away with a 58.
Yeah.
But the top two might hit you in a couple places you want to get hit, so 56 I'd probably go with.
Well,
but there's nothing wrong with the bike.
so no shipping damages, no, the chain's fine.
Yeah.
He said that the bottom
Yeah, the
bracket
front
would
feels
need to be sent to the Trek factory to have it retrued. Or the cups retrued.
Want to know what's funny?
What's that?
Can't true a bottom bracket.
Well, maybe I'm misspeaking,
Oh,
but
okay.
you know,
Say he's an idiot.
but whatever. What does the Trek factory store do if the cups go bad?
You just replace the bottom bracket. It's $20.
Yeah, well, that's what we did, you know, and I have a receipt from here that was done in June.
There's nothing wrong with the bottom bracket.
So there's nothing wrong with the bottom bracket at all?
No, there's no play. There's nothing. Somebody, he got buyer's remorse. He had a buddy that worked at a bike shop. He had a buddy write a big, huge ticket so that he could.
Well, and
Put a claim on
even
it.
the ticket was only $400, which was way less than what he was claiming. And in fact, the things that he claimed weren't even on the work order. And I even offered to split the cost of the repairs, just to have it over with, you know?
That somebody just made a mistake and now he's snaking it out of you.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the cassette, nothing wrong with the chain,
The rear derailleur.
nothing wrong with the rear.
Does the wheel need to be trued?
You're about 0.03 millimeters
Off? Yeah.
And
That's a normal tune-up
Reynolds,
item.
well, it's not even that. Reynolds, Zip, NV, by factory standards, account for up to 0.05 millimeters
Okay.
of wobble or hop.
Okay.
So it's not out of true.
Okay. What about like the spokes touching the fairings or anything like that? Yeah, that seems ridiculous to me. That couldn't even happen.
It's totally fine.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a very. I can feel the air coming out. Right through here. Yeah.
There you have it. Nothing wrong.